Hello everybody, welcome back to another All Maverick reaction with me, Alan and Jez.
Hello.
Jez, it's time for Willow episode 4. Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous anymore. I kind of, I'm just hopeful.
I thought you were going to say, I thought you were going to do that thing like parents do when their kids have made them sad, where you were going to go, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. So, one of our team, though, has said to us that he actually thought that this episode was an improvement, right?
Yeah, that's the glimmer of hope I have.
Yeah. Well, we're going to base this
it's
off
It's the advantage of us watching it a little bit later than everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've been sick, right? So
yeah,
that's
I've
why
not been well.
we promised we were going to do this one the next day, and we basically just blatantly lied.
I pretty much had flu for the last week and been in bed.
So I think that what we need to do is, if we don't like this episode, we don't talk to Elliot anymore.
Okay.
Because Elliot said that he thought this was the best episode of the series so far, so we completely
It's probably the best
him.
episode. I'm not... Did he... But it might be the best episode of the series, but it doesn't mean it's a good episode because it's it's not got a high bar to go towards it.
No, I agree. But let's hold on to that glimmer of hope.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
Yeah. Well, shall we start? So this episode is called The Whispers of Nockmaar.
Yeah.
Shall we? So we finished last episode with them all kind of coming over that mountainside, right, and seeing the like the kind of castle, the kind of stronghold in the distance.
Yeah, we saw Bavmorda's castle, which I'm pretty sure is Bavmorda's castle. I did, because I mentioned at the end that I couldn't remember it being up a mountain.
Yeah. Did you go and look?
Yeah, I've watched some. I watched Willow again. While I was not well. I'd watched the film to like get rid of the series out of my head. There is mountain scenery, so you can never really tell 100% if you know. But yeah.
So if I now have questions about Willow, you better be able to answer them.
Yeah.
Because last week when I asked you where the acorns came from, you couldn't tell me.
No.
So now I expect you to have all the answers to my questions.
Let's get onto it. Let's watch it.
Right. Okay, so this is Willow, Season 1, Episode 4, The Whispers of Nockmaar. Right, Jez, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. What stupid music are we going to have at the end of this episode, do you think?
I don't know. I'm just going to... If there's any ounce of stupid music at the end of this episode, I'm just cutting it off straight away like I did last time. I just don't understand whoever's put that on there just thought this will go with the Willow series.
We have to get Graydon inside or he'll die.
He's not the only one.
Oh yeah, he's been kind of cursed, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There you go.
Bavmorda. Yeah, of course. Kit calls her Grandma.
Bavmorda's blood, her spirit, survived. In me, in your brother, and in you.
What we need to see is some mad monsters. But that's what this show's missing. We got the were-rats last week for about 2 seconds. We need some more mad stuff. Like trolls or, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sorry about this, pal.
Never actually saw the throne room in Willow, the film. That's a pretty cool throne room, actually.
Yeah.
It's very Skeletor-esque from...
4 days in
Master of the Universe.
Yeah.
which,
I mean, that film's terrible, so I wouldn't give it that. I wouldn't put that over it.
What happened to Valentine and Merrick is gonna happen to me. And you guys are gonna have to stop me before I...
We're going to have to circle back round to the fact that you like Master of the Universe. There's no way we're letting that one pass.
Only the combined strength of Willow and Roselle, the 2 most powerful sorcerers of all time. Willow obliterated Bavmorda.
Well, she kind of actually slipped into it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Willow didn't actually do anything.
No, even I remember that.
He did a disappearing pig trick.
And what'd you do?
We all went out and got pissed.
He sounds like you.
To be fair, he looks how I felt all this week.
Yeah.
Kid's right. I've had some experience with this before, and I know I'm not strong enough to stop it.
Had some experience with this before.
Please. You're the greatest sorcerer alive.
Willow's just got the popcorn out.
Bavmorda.
Yeah, he's just look. He's just sitting there like a little pimp on his throne.
When she was young, your age, she was abducted by members of a secret, long-forgotten sect. The crone radicalized her, and gifting her with unnatural powers. There was chaos, pigs everywhere.
Sorry, all of them?
Huh?
You turn all the pigs back into people?
Think so.
Trying to figure out their eating person right now.
If a right exists that can extract that kind of evil, I think I know where we'd find it.
Interesting to know that she was kind of corrupted.
Yeah.
In the skin of a satyr.
Rather than just being evil.
I can even see the seed spell.
She won't tell her because she's an asshole.
Oh no, like this is the point
What do you
time, right?
Call it an introduction to alchemy. We're going to make a salve.
You go, well, actually, you did do it.
Potent.
No.
Precise mixture of herbs while the purgation is read aloud and his fluids drained.
Yeah, pardon. How Willow's going to go and drain that guy's fluids.
Claude knows we're here. She'll send her gales to ensure the ritual is completed. We'll need to keep watch. No matter what, stay out of the high tower. It's probably a portal to the netherworld.
They're definitely going to end up in the high tower.
Yeah.
What treasures are you hiding?
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't seem suspicious.
We can't leave out ingredients. Mix it wrong, we could blow up the whole castle.
You should have done that years ago.
Yeah. Should have taken it down.
Possums eat nothing but nightshade. Cook down its spleen and voila. Essence of. Is that what you put in your muffins?
Shut up!
No. I was sick when I was a kid.
Oh shit.
With what?
I don't know exactly. Just something bad.
It's clearly like markings from some kind of like
Like
ritual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know how rare it is to find an abandoned castle that hasn't been sacked?
Why wasn't
Yeah,
it?
for good reason.
This won't work if you don't say it with me.
It took about 2 days to learn the line about the plant.
Yeah.
You can do this,
Oh.
and I'll catch you if you fall.
Why are you torturing me?
So that was actually, I think, his twin brother. Like, in real
Oh,
life.
okay.
Because I have the cast list up so I can check everyone's names, and I can see his real name's Tony Revolori, and there's Mario Revolori as well
okay.
in this. So,
The blood of the six runs in your veins. You shall be his harbinger.
oh,
No, no.
Alright, that's... Everyone deserves one good cry per quest.
that reminds me of when I embraced you that time, Jez. Just like that. As you wept on me, sobbed.
Yag Shagog.
Young sugar.
Give me some water, Peck, or you die.
His head spins 360 degrees.
Elora, water.
Me.
Yeah. Be Jesus.
Is there something that you're not telling me?
Meetak who? It doesn't matter.
What happened to your village?
Listen, if you can't be of any use, leave.
Oh dear. You don't want Willow keeping secret. Oh.
What should take off him?
The key thing, I guess.
Oh.
I cannot lose you a third time.
I definitely think they should just blown this castle to hell.
Yeah.
Mother?
Probably not your mum there, is it?
No.
Oh, that's the bad guy, right? From the movie. The
Kale.
Hale. His name.
Hale, yeah. Destroy the beast! Find the baby!
Your reign of terror is at an end. She will come back and she will finish you. Silence.
That was the beginning of the film.
Oh. Oh.
I like this little flashback.
Yeah, it's cool.
Didn't actually saw the mum getting killed.
No.
She's here. I feel her. I see her. Oh, she's grown up.
Fierce and resilient.
If only that had actually been in the original movie, that would have been a very clever little cool background. Yeah, because I forgot that you see the nursemaid, right? Who sort of takes her and puts her in the water and then gets eaten and then gets murdered by those
The dogs, yeah, the hounds, whatever.
dogs, the hound things. Yeah.
There's definitely something very wrong with this castle. All right?
Is there?
You were the only one in the catacombs for me. That makes you the only one who could have guessed I had it.
And what?
The locked arcana.
I think you might have just given up more information than you wanted to, buddy.
What happened? Where's Willow?
The ritual, it worked, sorta. He was able to draw the...
No, something. This doesn't seem
No.
true.
It seems dodgy as...
You're okay.
If it didn't, if we didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Where could he be?
Not Willow, the Lich. Where would he go?
Oh, just follow it to the top of the spot. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. You idiot.
He's not here.
Well, they've even got the rock that fell down on Rizal.
Don't you see?
Oh, here we go.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
I can't help you anymore.
You idiot.
We're gonna finish the ritual tonight.
She's obviously going to use her powers, isn't she? So, you know. Hello!
What did I say was the #1 most important safety rule?
No matter what, stay out of the high tower.
You are the worst apprentice ever.
Go on, Willow. Pick her up and do your disappearing pig trick.
You really want that, don't you?
Yeah.
Then let the second rite begin.
God, he looks so young.
Yeah. You know, sorcerer.
Into a realm where evil cannot touch her.
There's no such place.
She did herself in, really.
Willow didn't defeat Bavmorda. She was thwarted by her own carelessness.
Well, you know, more for her, really.
Oh dear.
It's all gone a little bit
Stranger
Things.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is.
Play some Kate Bush. Play Kate Bush.
Yeah, quick, that'll get her back. Put the Kate Bush on now.
How will you defeat
He's running up that hill.
It was last time. With my friends.
Oh, that was the equivalent of Kate Bush right there.
Yeah. Cut his head off.
Just wait!
Yeah. Cut his f***ing head off.
You grew the eckleberry bush.
Oh, finally.
Throw out the recipe.
Damn it, Elora, don't...
Damn it, I'm being strangled by a statue. Oh, dear.
Well, that's all she needed to do. That's not the Green Mile.
Yeah.
Come on, Graydon. You can do this.
Oh, did she fall out of the tree?
Fall.
I kill you now! Oh, he had the devil in him. It's just like, I've seen some dodgy shit in here.
Yeah.
What?
Probably just mind tricks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss this place. Say what you want about the surface, but I think it's got...
Oh.
That was Thingy's old skull mask.
Yeah.
So Bavmorda, she was the bloodless six. Which means so am I. And so is Eric.
Oh, here they come.
Oh. There he is.
There's Eric.
Oh, that's handy.
Why is that open, he's thinking?
Wow, that's cool.
That place has been trashed.
Yeah.
Right, well, there we go. That was Willow, episode 4, The Whispers of Nockmaar. Jez, as always, I have to ask, what did you think?
It was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely the best one out of the lot so far.
Yeah, I would agree.
There's some really cool bits in it.
Yeah, there were some interesting, like, narrative points as well that I kind of jotted down. Because I always make notes, but I normally kind of put a little asterisk next to any points that I think are like, oh, that's kind of a little interesting thing for the future. And I haven't had many of those up until this episode.
Yeah.
You know, there were a lot of fun little, or like interesting little tie backs to the film.
Yeah.
You know, like we got to... They did it in... So when Halloween Kills came out a couple of years ago, it was... But what they did really well in it actually was they cut back to the night, the original Halloween movie, after Michael Myers had been shot and fell out the window and then disappeared, of them trying to find him, and they put it together to make it look very much like old footage, even though it was new footage.
Okay.
And they did that quite well in this as well, like tying some little bits in from
Yeah,
angles
I
you
like
didn't see of things. And
yeah, with
that was well done.
the mum, Elora's mum. There's some
Yeah,
kind
the
of
stuff with Bavmorda and
some nice
stuff
little
going on in the same
callbacks.
room.
I like the little backstory they provided Bavmorda as well.
Yeah, that was really interesting, actually. I noted that down as one of the things, that obviously we have this Order of the Worm, who we never really... You always just kind of assumed Bavmorda was just kind of Disney evil queen-esque.
She's just, she's just an evil queen sorceress.
Very Cinderella villain-ish, but obviously what we've found out in this is that apparently she was good and then was corrupted by this Order of the Worm and the Crone, which was interesting because I'd kind of seen the Crone up until now as kind of, or maybe almost like a follower of hers, more than actually the one who had corrupted Bavmorda in the first place.
What was interesting about Willow, which you actually didn't see in the film, they actually filmed a bit of a backstory with Sorcerer's dad, who was the king of Tyrosleen.
Yeah.
And they actually filmed like a whole sequence, a lot of dialogue with Sorcerer finding out her dad was actually a good man, and he was actually one of the weird frozen rock people.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
you actually see him in the film, and at the end of the film, when they send Willow on his way, he's actually standing there next to Sorcerer.
Right, okay, but they cut that stuff out.
Well, yeah, and even at the end, when Sorcerer goes up to the top of the tower to confront Bavmorda with Roselle and Willow, there's actually a bit of dialogue there between Bavmorda and Sorcerer about her dad, which gets cut.
Right, have you been watching behind-the-scenes stuff, or have you been?
Yeah, there was some missing scenes, with like Ron Howard and stuff. So I just thought it was pretty cool. No, it's gone away from what we're talking about in the series, but
no, but that's interesting.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So her dad had more of an appearance, or was at least more of a mention and stuff.
He had definitely more of a mention. Yeah, there was dialogue between her and Mad Mardigan on the way to Tyrosleen about the dad, and
there
was a few bits about him being a really good man and a king, and that's who they were going to see at Tyrosleen.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah.
No, I thought it was a decent episode. Like, wasn't perfect, but it was going in the right direction.
It's definitely it's definitely in the right direction.
I really didn't like the whole little bait and switch with they've left Willow alone with Graydon, and then they come back and Willow's not there, and it's obvious as it could possibly ever be that, like, and that was a bit weird. Like, it was another one of those scenes where it felt like they filmed it and then cut it, a little bit like the cart getting broken last episode.
Yeah,
like it felt odd to me. I can't quite explain it, but it just felt strange and just didn't quite work because it was so obvious.
It was so obvious. They might as well have shown a little bit between the little battle between him and Willow.
Yeah, like it was so fucking obvious that he was bad at that point. But there was a lot of interesting stuff actually with Graydon in this episode specifically. I think, like, we got to see at the beginning when they were locking him up that obviously he knows a lot of stuff, you know, because he has a very intricate knowledge, or he thinks he does, of how Willow beat Bavmorda and that kind of stuff. And obviously it then gets discovered that that actually isn't what happened. There's all the stuff to do with him knowing a little bit about, they obviously take his shirt off and they find out that you know, he's got these marks on his chest, right, from something before. And he mentions that he has an understanding of corruption, like he's almost kind of been through. And first of all, I thought it was going to be that, like, something had happened to his mum to do with her being corrupted. But we obviously see then at the end, or like in a couple of stints, that he obviously killed his older brother.
Yeah.
And obviously had some kind of possession there. Like, his eyes went all demony. And now, of course, Elora has seen that within him when she kind of...
what I liked about that as well is, because I know obviously Elora is in love with Eric, but I thought she was bonding loads with him.
Yeah, definitely.
And I thought actually they could actually seem like quite a really good match. I could see them two as being a good match together. You know, with her sorcery, natural ability, and his knowledge, etc. I thought as a potential love interest, but then also as an actual partnership moving forward. But now she's seen him as little devil child.
Yeah,
I think that's thrown that out
for now anyway.
Window. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, she doesn't kind of know, though, does she? She probably doesn't know the ins and outs. She just thinks, oh, actually, he's a bit evil. She doesn't know that. I mean, you could clearly tell by his eyes something was wrong with him. It wasn't just a personal choice for him to off his brother. But I think that when you're going to do almost like a love triangle, the best way to do it, and this is something they never used to do, you'd always have like two guys, the woman, this is just not always this way, but 2 guys and a woman, and she'd be with the guy who was clearly wrong for her.
Yeah, it's like the whole Bridget Jones, isn't it?
Yeah, but it works a lot better when one of the guys isn't clearly evil.
Yeah.
It's a lot better when there's not a clear defined the right choice, if you see what I mean. So yeah, that stuff was all really cool. Kit doing our heads in yet more, just being a knobhead for 90% of the episode. Finally telling Elora at the end that she'd managed to do the spell correctly.
Yeah. It's just like, why would the writers make her that annoying just to save it for that moment?
I don't know.
The damage is done. It's not savable now.
Yeah. So I've jotted down a couple of things that I wanted that are obviously kind of like key things here to learn more about. Willow obviously having a secret.
Yeah.
That the kind of demon that was within Graydon was trying to tell them in that kind of demon, starts to tell your secrets. The kind of standard demon stuff, right? You see it in all the movies, you see it in all the TV shows where the demon twists things.
Yeah.
But obviously there is something to do with Willow and why his people live underground. Maybe we've got to learn more about what happened to his wife and his son.
Yes.
Because we don't. So that was interesting because you saw how irate Willow got when that started to get brought up.
Yeah.
He basically threw Elora out of the room. Graydon, the evil bit of Graydon, I'm interested to learn more about that.
Yeah.
Him killing his brother, learn more about that as a whole. And this like the 6th phase that they mentioned being the blood of the 6. That's some interesting narrative stuff there as well for the future and how that all ties together.
Yeah, and where the hell's Eric?
Yeah, where is he at the end there? Well, he's obviously
a cool looking place.
Yeah, he's obviously at that place beyond the edge of the world or whatever it was. They said, I've forgotten its name now, but it's cool looking. And this kind of the end of this. Obviously, we had the thing is the Gales appear, but it I don't know. This kind of feels like the story's about to finally get going in a way.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like it felt like, we're finally actually kicking off the adventure now. It's only taken us half of the series to get there, but we're finally about to actually get going. So maybe the next 4 episodes are going to have some interesting stuff. Yeah, no, I thought there was some good stuff in this one. Boorman was kind of, I don't know, like
I wasn't bothered about him at all in this episode.
His shtick was kind of wearing a little thin. Yeah. With him trying to get through that door, and I know they were being, they obviously had these whispers, right, that was kind of talking to them and kind of swaying them in a way.
Yeah.
I did like his little moment. With Jade, where she kind of like cried on him. He kind of consoled her.
No, that was good. I think we both said at the last episode that we really liked Boorman at the beginning, and I did as well. But there needs to be a little bit more of him than just what he's doing, because it's just pretty much the same every episode, and it's not interesting anymore, is it?
No, you can't just be if your character is just the person that makes cocky remarks, like that wears thin quite quickly. Like you need to have more to him. Plus, I'll tell you what, the thing that really goons me out about Boorman is he has the same voice as one of the guys from Gossip Mongers. If you've listened to the podcast,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know the guy who's in Afterlife and stuff like that. Yeah, he's got the same voice as is it David Earl?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the guy I mean.
Yeah.
And they have the same voice.
And do you know who?
Yeah, David Earl and him have the same voice. They've got that kind of croaky voice, a bit like this.
Do you know who Graydon reminds me of his voice?
Who?
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, he does.
All I hear is Jonah Hill. All I hear is Jonah Hill when I talk. This episode especially. When he was...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, when he was possessed and stuff, all I could hear was Jonah Hill the whole time.
And as I mentioned, though, that must have been Graydon's actual twin brother in this episode, because there is another guy listed as playing his brother.
Yeah, you said that.
Which is interesting. Didn't know he was a twin, or I'm assuming he's a twin. Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah, big improvement. Still hasn't won the series over for me, but it's only 4 episodes in.
Only we're at the halfway point, Jez.
They're
gonna have to speed this. Yeah. I'm interested to see where we go with the next 4 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that they just do a. You know what? there maybe is somewhere to go with Boorman, and because they mentioned this partner of his, right? He mentioned about his partner, something happening to them. So obviously I'm assuming maybe he's hoping to do something to get them back or save them. Or I think there's something there. So I'd like to think that we are going to get a little bit more depth to Boorman before the end of the series, which would be nice. Because I'm fine with somebody being cocky and jokey, but there's got to be more than that.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else you want to say about this one, Jez?
Nope.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, everyone. This has definitely been an improvement in the series so far. What do you think? Do you agree or do you completely disagree? Any favourite points in this episode? If you want to share that with us, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment below and let us know what you thought of it. We do love reading all your comments. Remember, you can also head over to allmaverick.com where you can check out our videos, our blogs, and our podcasts. You can also go to twitch.tv/allmaverick live on a Tuesday and Thursday evening where we're playing some of our favourite games. If you are checking this out now, we are getting through the Christmas period right now, so bear with us. You might see a few less streams, but check it out.
Yeah.
If you want to talk directly with us as well, there are links below to all of our social channels. Go check those out, especially our Discord server where you can come and talk directly with us about TV shows like Willow. We're also talking about Lost. We've been talking about all kinds of stuff, Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings, all that kind of thing. So please come join and chat with us more directly there. And if you want to check out some of our merchandise, you can head over to allmaverickmerch.com where we have merch to do with some of our favourite TV shows and some general All Maverick stuff.
Awesome.
Right.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Now let's hopefully this time we'll actually be back with episode 5 not a week late. So, you know, bear with us. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye-bye.
We'll
Thanks,
see you next
everyone.
time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.